click on the subscribe button, and press the bell icon, to never miss any updates.
Welcome back to this episode of Faith to Faith with TK Nakagaki. And one thing I forgot to do was introduce myself. So later I would like to introduce myself. Okay? But before that, as I always begin with a short meditation so that your mind will be calm and create the peace within yourself. So relax your body. And maybe you can put your hands together or any way you like. And just 3 sets of breath with me, and then 3 sets of breathing yourself. Breathe out. And then breathe in. Second set. Relax your body again. Breathe out slowly. And then breathe in slowly too. Third set, breathe out. And then breathe in. Then next 3 sets, do yourself. And you can include your prayer. For peace. Well, thank you so much again for joining. And as I mentioned a little bit, but I even we say important to build the relationship, but I didn't even say my, the background of who I am. So I just wanted to spend a little time of it introducing myself, so you know why I'm here, why this person is speaking to you now. And also, as I mentioned last time, you can have some tea, and this time I have a little coffee. So please help yourself, bring your coffee, and comfortable. And so this is a really dialogue conversation between myself and viewers. So again, welcome, and enjoy this time. And so myself, I was born in Japan, in Osaka. I don't know how many of you have been to the Osaka. And I went to the university in Kyoto, studying the Buddhism actually. And there is, of course, many different schools of Buddhism. My tradition is a Pure Land Buddhism. We recite the name of Amitabha and so forth. And so after that, I came to the United States in 1985 as a overseas minister or priest sent from the Honganji, Kyoto, Japan. That's a mother temple. And I was in Seattle, Washington, and I serve in California, Fresno area. So about 10 years I'll be in the West Coast, and then I moved to East Coast. And that's where I mentioned it last time, 1994, I started the New York life. And that's where my interfaith relation began. So in a way, New York is something very important for me to give this opportunity to learn what is interfaith activities and what it means to be involved in an interfaith dialogue. And so I actually really appreciate this particular New York City and this vastness of people, of vastness of or richness of traditions that we have, cultural. And so those are very, very much my part of where I am now. And also I just wanted to tell myself, one thing for the interfaith, even, sometimes people consider the interfaith itself is something you wanted to change your religion to something or converting somebody. But that's not the case of interfaith, I believe. It's because each one already established their own faith. It doesn't mean you have to change totally, but there's a room you can create within yourself. I can listen to the others, or I try to understand others. So that's the part of the importance. And then for me, so do I know a lot of religions? Probably not. And then, but I do have a room wanted to listen to the others, because it's a very interesting, different way, different value that provide. So I enjoy those things. And well, sometimes nice not to know anything, So if I know everything, do I need to listen to you? No. But if I don't know anything, I wanted to listen. Maybe I should listen more, right? So like ordinariness is actually very, very important awareness. We are ordinary people, meaning we don't know everything, but we have something and we can share something. But at the same time, I'm not the perfect person that I know everything. So which means I made a mistake. And I may not know it, things that everybody should know, And so, but because we are very ordinary, not 100% just, good person or 100% bad person either. In a Eastern tradition, I guess we are sort of gray. Sometimes more black color, or sometimes whiter color, but it's in a way some parts good, some parts not good, or some part even like always peaceful, maybe not. Sometimes we get angry, but then you realize, I shouldn't get angry or something. And so it's not the perfect. And then so in a way, each of us may be not perfect. Do we proud of the imperfect? No, but we need to acknowledge imperfectness. Now, if we know we are imperfect, then you can listen to the others, because I may not know everything, so which means I have a room to listen to. And I think interfaith, we need that kind of attitude too. It may be, that each one can provide the truth in their traditions, of course. No doubt about it. So, and I even feel like each one should really study more deeply their own tradition too. Because for me, myself, the Pure Land Buddhism, I said, I try to study as much as deep as possible, but doesn't mean narrow. Okay, so if you really study something, even like a little tiny thing, DNA, there's the flowers here. So you study these plants. You can really study very detailed, like all the part of the DNA, where does this come from? What's the name of the flowers? Some people know. I mean, I don't know, but the even name of the flowers, where does it grow, when, it become like interconnected, everything. So learning just a little flower itself is actually, if you learn more, you can probably understand more deeply and in wide range, not really narrow-minded. The people, I feel like when you study more, and then when you know more, or experience more, then people tend to become more wider views and also relaxing. And so so for me, each of us, whatever the revision you have, you should really understand better for your own revisions. And interesting part for me is when I meet interfaith group, then I understand better where I stand. Because like I said, I was in Japan, right? So when I was in Japan, I was not Japanese. Do you believe that? So now I don't know, because after I came to the United States, I became Japanese. Meaning I realized I'm Japanese. Meaning, I see the different values, different way of looking at the life. So, so in a way, it is a very interesting experience. I become Japanese, but because of the different culture. So the same idea is a different revision. Then you meet a different revision, then you realize where you stand. So like a uniqueness of Japanese culture or uniqueness of Japanese language and all those things. When I was in Japan, I never pay attention to because everybody the same way. So after I came to the United States, or after we meet all the different revision, then I realize more easily to realize where I stand. So for the part of the understanding, doing the interface or understanding your own revision itself is become more clear when you encounter the other people or other revision or other culture or other values. And so in a way, by doing the interface, you learn your own revision, where you stand, what do you believe, what your value is. And so that's another side of the interface. It's not just working with other people, but actually working with others, but then that brings you to understand where you stand. And so it's a very interesting way of learning too. So again, please send us your comments, any questions that you have. And so it's a great thing. By the way, I forgot to mention, you can also bring the food too. This is a little fruit. My friend brought it today, and it was very nice. So I taste one. By the way, for meditation, eating doesn't help much. But so again, the end with a prayer, 3 bells. So you can think of your happiness, yourself, and then somebody you care, and then also the society. Bring peace to you, and happiness to you. Extend happiness and peace to someone who you care. And extend happiness and peace to the society that we live in. Peace to you, and thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.
iTV, Call of Peace, Save Humanity.